All right, shalom, shalom. It's your brother Kakabar. I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shabbat Shem Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone. All right, salutations to the brothers stiffly pushing this one truth out there. All right, I want to do a real brief in transit. Something I was meditating on after a conversation that I had, and ultimately going into not self-destructing in a society that is already set to destroy you, man. Okay, don't self-destruct. All right, in a society, in a world that is already set to destroy you. All right, when you go into Micah chapter 2 and verse 10, all right, scriptures say, arise and depart. This is not your rest, for it is greatly polluted. It will destroy you with a sore destruction, man. You see, so the Lord has told us to pretty much be ready to lead this shit, man. Okay, mentally, all right, and physically, Lord willing, we make it on them chariots. That way we can depart, because this land, America, in a vibration this place pushes, man, has completely polluted and destroyed the earth. Right? When you go into Isaiah the 24th chapter, it pretty much tell you how the earth languishes, man. The earth is mourning, everything is crying out because this devil Esau, he's not fit to rule, man. He set out to destroy us with a sword destruction. Meaning what? This weird ass devil has, weaponized everything against you Israelites, man. You so-called black, Hispanics, and natives. He's weaponized everything against you, man. So much so that he's weaponized your woman against you. You can't even have a healthy relationship in his queendom, man. Okay, but that ain't even including the food. Talking about they finding microplastics and niggas nuts. You see, which is linked to higher estrogen levels. The food is all GMO. It's all polluted. I mean, half the shit you eat over here, you can't eat in other countries, man. They banned it. See, the water got heavy metals in it, chemicals in it, hormone disrupting chemicals in it. See, that's why the Lord said this place is going to destroy you with a sword destruction. You know what I'm saying? And I want to do this lesson because Jake will get hit with these battles of life and self-destruct. We've all been there. I've been there. You'll get hit with a major setback, or you know what I'm saying, you some type of something from life hits you. You may have a fucked up situation at work, dealing with these fucking Edomites, dealing with these people in the world, or something more, more serious. And it'll cause you to be like, fuck it sometimes, man. You're like, well shit, now I need to go ahead and pour me up some drink, which is nothing wrong with drinking, but it could lead to you doing things unbalanced, man. You could self-destruct. Now you're drinking a lot more than you was, right? Now your diet is going to shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't eating right because of life. People, they call it, stress weight, man, and shit like that. And I'm just using one example, but people will get stressed out, and stress in and of itself, which is, caused from cortisol, that alone can cause you to gain weight. You see? Which is not funny, but it just goes to show you how fucked up this society is, man. And, ultimately, you can't add more afflictions to yourself than what we already got to deal with, man. If you need to work on your mental health, then you got to do that, man. If that means you got to take some time away from work, fuck these jobs. These shits don't give a shit about you anyways, man. Now, of course, you got to get your daily bread. You got to do what you got to do. But, our mental health and even bodily health, man, is more important than this shit, man. Because like I said, this society is set to destroy you. You can't even go outside and breathe fresh, clean air without it fucking with you, man. You see? So, the point of this lesson is to not add more afflictions to yourself, man. Don't destroy yourself more, man. Okay, they talk about you got to choose a struggle, right? Like, you may have a fat, ugly bitch. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bitch, you got to pick a struggle. If you lose some weight, you know what I'm saying? You lose some weight, then, you might not be the cutest, but your body's in shape. You're in shape. So that's still going to get you some motion, man. And that's just an example. Okay. But you can't allow, you can't allow society to cause you to self-destruct. And then it's easier said than done because, you get fucking tired of dealing with this shit, man. and you really get tired of dealing with these fucking people, okay, especially Esau, man. The Lord gotta just kill this devil, you know, and then 2/3 of our people, they just gotta go. But, you know, you kind of find out that the truth, all right, is what keeps you in a peaceful state of mind, man. Okay, it says that in the book of Isaiah, that will keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed upon thee. So thinking on heavenly things, man, you're trying to keep your health intact to the best of your ability. Bare minimum, that's going to give you peace. That's going to boost your confidence. That's going to make you feel good. You know, it's going to release those endorphins, you know, those feel good hormones. So even though you got to get fucked up in this man's queendom, you can kind of fight back, man, if you will. Okay? And the point in this lesson is don't add more shit to yourself. Don't fucking eat yourself to death or drink yourself to death or fucking, you know, do drugs to cope with this bullshit, you know, because now you're just destroying yourself, man. So you just gonna be double fucked up because the Esau ain't gonna take it easier on you. You know what I'm saying? Curses ain't gonna leave just because you say fuck it and you want to crash out and, you know, do, you know, and shit. No, man. So yeah, man, that's the point. And like I said, it's easier said than done because, you know, we do need balance. All right, you know what I'm saying? We need to take our mind off this shit from time to time, man. But point of this lesson is, you know, don't destroy yourself in a society that is already set up to destroy you, because that's what this man is, man. Okay, that's why in Micah 2:10 it tells you that, man. It's set up to destroy you with a sword destruction, man. A complete destruction. And Esau, he's done that, man. Look at our people. Our people are through, you know, and being destroyed and losing hope. Okay, in this society, what do Jake do? They turn to drugs, man. They turn to you know, they turn to these different avenues and further destroy themselves. You see, but that's why you have to come back into the understanding of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. And ultimately, like I said, man, you gotta you have to prioritize your mental health and your physical health, man, because that's gonna go a long way. All right, the elder had went into it. The elder out here in Kansas City had went into it. You know, he was responding to a lesson the elder Apostle Gabar did, but he mentioned a scripture, bodily exercise profited little. You know, roughly paraphrasing, it profits, though it may profit little, you know, in this grand scheme of things, because it's not as imperative as having this truth. It profits, man. You know, you know, like I said, choose a struggle. You know, you can try to get your health intact, you know, cut back on certain shit, do certain things to where you don't fucking destroy yourself. Okay, because this devil's doing a good enough job of that, man. You know what I'm saying? So you need to fight back and reinforce your self with positive actions or whatever, man. But, you know, that's really it on that. You know, Lord willing, that was edifying. I'm going to end it there and give all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, Ashur Kakadash, Shalom.